and upshift into fourth gear. Brooks, as you come out of turn 5B, you're going to upshift into fourth gear as well as you head down towards the kink. In fourth gear here as we head down towards turn 7, you want to downshift to third gear. Sorry for the late call on that there. For turn 7, for our apex, and we're going to upshift into fourth gear. Automatics are going to go up to fifth gear here on the straightaway. Maintain fourth gear. Alright, automatics are going to start your braking here. Down left paddle, down to fourth gear before your turn in. So I'll be in fourth gear as we enter turn 8. Little busy section here. You're going to bring it down to that apex, downshift to third gear for both transmissions before that turn in for turn 9. Nine and 10, we're in third gear. Automatics are going to unwind and you're going to accelerate back up to fourth gear. Focus just on the automatics at this point until I get Brooks behind me, and then we'll talk about those manuals again. So we should be in fourth gear here, Dennis. The throttle looking right. In for that apex. Right about now, start bringing that car down to that apex. Once you get to that apex, make a nice straight line down here to this white line. Follow my car down here. There you go. Nice following distance, everybody. That was really good. Constant throttle, middle of the track here. Just kind of cruise control, looking for that apex. Once that curbing starts, Dennis, start bringing that car down towards that apex. Slip out of the throttle a little bit, and you'll find that it turns really well for you. Unwinding out to that exit curve on the right. There you go. Accelerating up the hill. Your braking process, and look how long I carry those brake lights. I balance coming into turn 3, and let it roll down to the apex. Once you get to the apex, then you can start to squeeze into that throttle. Still in fourth gear. No more shifting. Once you shift at that front straight, you're just going to carry fourth gear here all the way till turn 5B. Put that apex a little lot more onto that curving there, Dennis, on that last one in the chicane there. The hill, make a big arc up the hill. I'm not really turning the wheel very much as I have to make my way up this hill. For my braking, get that car slowed down by that turn in. Downshift to third gear here after 5A. I beat a little bit slower corner. Alright, so we should all be in fourth gear as we head up down towards turn 7. Downshift to third gear. Down to third gear before that turn in for turn 7. And we're going to accelerate back down the straightaway here, up into fourth gear. And then my automatics are going to go up into fifth. Brooks, you'll just maintain fourth. Braking process, down to fourth gear before that turn in. Bring it down to that near apex, about 5 feet away from that. Then you kind of come out to the middle here. Constant throttle again. Braking process, downshift, left paddle when you get to that apex there. Going to be in third gear here for turn 9 and 10. And unwind, accelerate up to fourth gear here, Dennis. Light brake pressure starting at my turn in, bringing that car down towards my near apex. Then constant throttle, middle of the track, looking right, finding that apex. Side window, you can see it, corner your windshield. That apex, and then make that nice straight line down towards turn 2. Use a little light brake as I enter turn 2. That was really good. Good line there, Dennis. You good back there, Brandon? Constant throttle, looking left. Start to bring that car down towards your apex once that curving starts. Accelerate, unwind that car, let it unwind up to the right, bring it back over to the left. Automatic should be in fourth gear in this section. She'll go up to fourth, and then back down to third here for turn 3. You'll carry third gear through this whole section with your manual. Drive around that curbing with the white pink, and then hit that second set of curbing there. A little more aggressive on that curbing. You can drive on a little bit more than that. Right, looking right here. Once we get to 5A, we're going to pull that left paddle and downshift for the automatics down to third gear. Brooks, you're going to maintain third gear through this whole section. And Dennis on the line, eyes up, looking ahead here. Right paddle up to fourth gear. Braking process, looking left. Use that balancing to get that car all the way down to that apex for turn 6. There you go. Here's start braking for turn 7. Paddle down to third gear. Ending all the way to the left. Awesome job. All right, we're going to pull on over to the right side as a group here. So we're going to slow it down. Pull over off to the right. Stay in order for now. This group get by us here. Then we're going to do a rotation and get rolling here. Dennis, I'm going to have you stay put. Brandon, I'm going to have you follow me back out onto the driving line. Rick, follow Brandon, and then Brooks, follow him. And then Dennis, when you see the orange car, you're going to follow in and lap the line there. Dennis, good opening couple of laps. Then we should be in fourth gear here with our automatic. Down to that near apex. Back to kind of constant throttle, looking right, looking for my apex. Car down to the apex. Left paddle down to third gear. You've got light brake pressure. Get it down to your apex for turn 9. A little light brake pressure, back over to the right. Light brake pressure is going to help you get that car to change direction. Great job. Back to the third gear. And my braking process, light brake pressure down towards my near apex. Back to constant throttle. Now if you fall back a little bit, just keep driving your pace. We'll always gather up on that straightaway. I want you to overdrive just to keep up. Line down into turn 2. A little light brake pressure there, Brandon. Nice job. Constant throttle. Look left. Find that apex. That curbing starts. We're going to lift off the throttle a little bit and bring that car down to our apex. Get off that apex. You want to get down there. Lift off that throttle and let that car turn. That car slow down. Use that light balancing of the brake and then letting it roll down to our apex so we can start to squeeze into that throttle. There you go. Sides up, looking through the chicane here. A light brake as I go over that little drop there in the chicane. Getting left. All the way down to turn 4 here. Just start your braking here. We're going to get that car down to the apex. Down to third gear. We're going to back up the pace a little bit. We're kind of catching this group in front of us. We'll get some more space next lap. Kind of back off the pace so we can get a good run down the hill here, Brandon. Everybody else keep driving your pace. We'll gather up when we get back to the straightaway here. Up into fourth gear here, Brandon. Light brake pressure. Use that light brake to help bring that car. See how long I carry that light brake? Get it down to the apex on the left. Start your braking. Left paddle down to third gear, all the way down to your apex for turn 7. Take it up to the left. Awesome job. We're going to pull on over, Brandon. We're going to gather up the group. Kind of pull on over to the right-hand side here and gather up. Looking good back there, Dennis. Just keep it up. Work on that precision. Work on that driving line. Give them a little room here so we don't run into them here, Brandon, on our second lap. Oh, Brandon, nice job. Work on getting that car down to those apexes. A little more precision in some of those sections. We'll get it. All right, let's remember that 9 and 3 hand position. We'll go ahead and get rolling here and make our way up into fourth gear. And light brake pressure, bringing it down to that near apex. And transition to that constant throttle. looking right here, Brandon. Should be in fourth gear. I'm gonna bring it down to my apex. Get that downshift done. Bring it all the way to the left there for your turn in. Notice your turn in for turn 10. You gotta keep that car on that left-hand side for turn 10. Unwinding up to the left. Start your braking. You gotta get that car slow for turn 1. Down to your near apex. Then back to that constant throttle. Looking right. Constant throttle. Lift off that throttle. Let that car turn a little bit. Bring it down to your apex. Nice straight line down into turn 2. Light brake pressure. Looking left. Nice job. Looking left. Now when that curving starts, lift off that throttle a little bit. Let that car turn. Way down to the apex. Better. Still one more room now. I want you to flip that apex. It's going to come from being patient with that throttle. You carry that light brake pressure. That's going to help you get that car to turn. All the way down there and then unwinding out to the left. Pick up a little space on you exiting the corner. You really want to work on the speed on exit, and that's going to come from carrying momentum. Get your braking done and hitting those marks. Left here, out the side window, all the way down to that apex. Better, just a couple feet off there, pretty close. Nice job, just keep driving your line back there. Here on the next lap. That downshift done here after 5A, Brandon. Unwinding out to the left. Up to the fourth gear. You're braking, looking left. Bring it all the way down to that apex for turn 6. Shift done. All the way down to turn 7. Looking out down the straightaway as you unwind. Out the pace and gather up here. Good lap there, Brandon. Much improved. Some techniques to help you on a couple of those apex. We'll talk about a couple of those when we bring it back in. That was awesome. Just work on your precision out there next few laps. All right, we're going to just keep rolling. Brandon, I'm going to have you just stay put. Rick, come on behind me. I'm going to head back onto the driving line here. Brandon, keep on coming. Just stay right in line there behind the maroon one. And Brandon, when you see the white one go by, you're going to tuck back in the line. So we're just going to kind of hold the pace back until we get everybody gathered up here. Coming there, Dennis. And then when you see that white car, you can tuck back in the line. There you go. The group gathered up here into turn 8. We should be in third gear as we enter turn 9 here. Go ahead and get rolling here. So in third gear, we're going to clip that apex. Just use a little light brake pressure to get that car to turn down to turn 10. Fourth gear, accelerate. Great. There we go. The braking markers. This is reference. We're going to tell you exactly where you need to brake. You're going to use those as a guide. How far from the turn in you are. I'm using that constant throttle, but then I'm going to just lift off that throttle and get that car to turn. We're going to talk a lot more about that today as a method for helping you get that car to turn. Out to the middle here, looking left. Look over your mirror. You should be able to see that apex right now, Rick. Remember that 9 and 3 hand position. Bring that car all the way down to the apex. Good job. Unwind all the way out to the exit curbing, and bring it back to the left. Speaking a little earlier, you'll work on carrying your momentum through here. You carry that light brake pressure about the first half, and then I'm just letting it roll down to the apex. Little brake pressure as I go over that drop. Way to the left here, down to our apex for turn 4. Right, now put those tires on the curving here on 5A. Left paddle downshift before 5B. Coming out of 5B here, just want to use light brake pressure for 5B, and you can actually use that exit curbing. That's one place where it's okay to use that exit curbing. Unwind out and up to 4th gear here as you go through the kink. Car slow down to 3rd gear, bringing it down to your apex for turn 7. to back off the pace here and gather up a little bit. Good out there. Get the group gathered up, and then we'll get back to rolling here. All right, keep on coming up there. Back together here, and then we'll go ahead and get rolling. All right, Rick, nice first lap. Let's keep it up here. All right, so we should be in fourth gear with the automatic as we enter turn 8, so we get that downshift done before the turn in there. Carry fourth gear around here. Looking right down towards my apex. Left paddle down to third gear before that turn in. Shove unwinding there. Now, Brooks, you see how you went really wide there? Just turning in from the wrong side of the track, or middle of the track there. We want to make sure we keep that car all the way up to that turn in. Remember, speed on exit is what we're looking for. All right, constant throttle here. Get down to that apex. Light brake pressure coming into 2, and then back to that constant throttle. Let's stop that throttle, let it turn. Turn that throttle, Rick, heading up the hill straight away here. Braking process, and then use that balancing pressure. Remember, just enough to turn on the brake lights as you start to turn in. Get your slowing done by the time you guys get to your turn in. That's really a key thing to remember. Get your car slowed by the turn in, and then just balance after the turn in as you come through the corner. Light brake pressure, look left, got to use that side window here to see that apex. Kind of a tricky corner. Looking up the hill, look for that turn in up at the top of the hill. Down to a crawl there. We'll gather up the group. Brooks, come on behind me. All right, so Rick, maybe if you use that turn signal when you rotate, but you can go ahead and tuck in behind the gray car there, Rick. Automatic driver should be pretty good with those shift points. I'm going to work with Brooks here on those manual shift points. We would want to be in fourth gear here as we're going through turn 8. Manual, it's a real busy section. We got to get that car slowed, downshift, clutch out to third gear by the time we get to that turn in for turn 9 there. Now we're going to stay in third gear here on this front stretch. Shifting, we'll just accelerate into third gear. You better job on turn 10 there, Brooks. That light brake pressure on entry gear down to my turn in. I'm going to go back to constant throttle. Looking right. You should be able to see your apex. Pick it out. Stop that gas. Let that car turn a little bit. Bring it all the way down to that apex. And then make a nice straight line down in here to turn 2. Swung right there a little bit. We want to just keep that car nice and straight headed into turn 2. All right, let off that throttle there. Let that car turn. There you go. Now squeeze into that throttle. Up into fourth gear. Now see how you kind of held it to the left? You want to make sure you get that car unwound. All the way up to that exit curving. Third gear right now with our manual. Looking left. Look tighter down to that apex. Right, light brake here, coming in here, third gear here, Brooks. Pushing through this section, a little light brake pressure, looking right. That's going to help you get that car to apex for the key. That'll help you make a nice straight line so you don't drive around and make a kind of circle path there. We want to make a nice straight line down the hill. Up to 4th gear, light brake pressure, bring it all the way down to the left here, apex. Start your braking, back down to 3rd gear. Keep those eyes up, unwind out to the left. All right, we're going to slow it down and gather up our group here. I'll pull over to the right here momentarily. We'll gather up and then we'll get rolling. Same order here, so once everybody gathers up, keep your momentum rolling here, and we'll just get back on that driving line out to the left here, Brooks. Down to 3rd gear here, Brooks, light brake pressure. A little bit, Brooks, you can feel how that car turns for you. That weight transfer to the front tires. Now, nice straight line. Gotta work on that. We'll get that nailed down next time. Just a nice straight line down to that white line coming into turn 2. Looking left, a little lift again. Let that car turn. Let it turn. Bring it all the way to the apex. Now, unwind all the way out to this exit curbing. All the way out to the right. There's not quite onto it, but we just want to get to it. And then we're going to use that light brake pressure. Get your downshift done, your clutch out before you get to that turn in, bring it all the way down to your apex. A brake as you go over that dip. Again, we use that light brake pressure. Look left now, use your side window, find that apex, be patient with the throttle. A little too early on the throttle, and we got to get that head turned so we can get down to that apex for 4. Job on 5A, light brake pressure. As you get to your apex, look down the hill. You see the apex cone down there? Make a nice straight line to it. Drive over that exit curb. You can make a straight line so you don't have to veer to the right to drive around it. Up to 4th gear, start your braking, looking left, light brake pressure all the way down to that apex. Downshift down to 3rd gear before you turn in for 7, and unwind out to the left. Good job there. Good improvement, Brooks. All right, we're going to back up the pace. We're going to get our right turn signals on. We're going to gather up our group here on the back straightaway, and we're going to be exiting this time. Close those gaps. We don't need to be 5 to 7. We can be just a couple of car lengths. It's perfect. Good opening session. Nice job, guys. So remember that exit procedure here. We definitely want to cut our pace as we're coming around turn 8 here. Kind of a good chance to come through here. I bring it about 5 feet from that near apex, and then I bring it back out to the middle. And the reason I do that, now as I come into this short little section, especially for Brooks with that manual, it's busy. I got to get the car slowed down, and I got to get my downshift done. So that gives me a little more of a straight line to do that. I'm going to stay to the right of these small cones here. Nice job on exit there, gentlemen. Just going to taxi through our little paddock area here and head back to park the cars. Got some good stuff to talk about, stuff to help you guys understand how to get those cars in those sweeping corners down to those apexes, because those are kind of tricky. But we'll hop out of the cars and talk about a couple of key areas that I think I can give you some hints on to help you. Let's go ahead and roll the windows down at this point, and remember we can just roll through these stop signs, trying to keep that group as tight as possible as we go through here. Really good session overall. If you have any questions still on those shift points, make sure you let me know. We're going to pull those cars pretty tight together here, so leave about 2 or 3 feet between the cars when we park them.